Evening, everyone. Welcome to Samsiddhi 2020. The word meaning of Samsiddhi itself is complete knowledge. Great things happen when a great idea is executed with intelligent minds working together, joining hard work with time and a lot of dedication. Samsiddhi is one such program focusing in the excellence of Ayurveda at present and in future also. It is a national level Ayurvedic web conference series conducted by Ayurveda College Coimbatore and powered by Diksha e-learning, which is going to be conducted throughout the month of July till August first weeks. With that, it is my immense pleasure to welcome you all to Samsiddhi. To give the welcome address, I would like to invite Dr. Sudhir Raj N., Principal, Ayurveda College Coimbatore. Over to you, sir.
Pranam, respected Krishna Kumarji, Dr. T.G. Vinod sir, Dr. L. Mahadevan sir, faculty members, students and participants. A very good evening to all. Welcome to Samsiddhi National Web Conference 2020. I thank all the dignitaries and participants for taking their time and being here today. Ayurveda College Coimbatore is one of the oldest and prestigious colleges in India. This institution started in the year 1978 by Dr. P.R. Krishnakumarji under Ayurvedian Ramavariyar Education Foundation of Ayurveda, and now it's managed in association with RVS Education Trust. We started the Samsiddhi series from 2016 under the leadership of Dr. Raghuram Bhatta, who was the then principal. As a continuation of legacy, we are conducting Samsiddhi 2020 National Web Conference. By these few words, I would like to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion. First of all, I thank our prestigious management patrons, our chairman, Dr. K.V. Kupusamy, our managing trustee, Dr. Sendil Ganesh, our correspondent, Srimati Sri Vidya Lakshmi Sendil Ganesh, our health science dean, Dr. Nagarani, and secretary, Dr. Muhammad Mubarak, for giving us support and guidance, and welcome you all. With immense pleasure and gratitude, I would like to welcome Padma Shri Dr. Priya Krishna Kumarji, who is a real propagator of Ayurveda. He is a mentor and guide for our prestigious institution. We are so proud that we got him for the inauguration of Samsiddhi 2020. He is a person living with Ayurveda and living for Ayurveda. With utmost respect, I welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. T.J. Vinod Kumar sir, who is an alumni of our college. Presently, he is member, Board of Governors, CCM, Senate member, Kerala University, and EC and court member, Central University of Kerala. Even though being busy with his official schedules, he agreed for delivering a keynote address. He always stood for the upliftment of Ayurveda. We proudly welcome you, sir. We are graced with the presence of great physician, Dr. L. Mahadevan sir, who is going to deliver today's session, Clinical Dermatology in Ayurveda. No need to introduce sir for Ayurvedic fraternity. He is a well-known physician and academician. Samsiddhi had the privilege of having him as a faculty previously also. With so much of gratitude, I welcome you, sir. I welcome all the members of Diksha e-learning, which is powering our web conference series. Diksha is an e-learning platform run by young and enthusiastic doctors who want to propagate real Ayurveda throughout the world. I welcome you all. I welcome wholeheartedly our alumni who join with us in this auspicious occasion. I welcome Dr. Chandramouli, who is going to deliver out of thanks. Last but not the least, I welcome all the participants from all over India and abroad who join with us for gracing this auspicious occasion. On behalf of management, faculties, and students, I welcome you all. My special thanks to all the faculties and students who had worked hard as a team for making this event a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I offer obeisance unto Sri Guru, who has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the cataract of ignorance, with the collyrium of knowledge. By this, I would like to invite Padma Shri Dr. Priya Krishna Kumarji for his inaugural address. Before that, I would like to say a few words about him. Padma Shri Dr. Priya Krishna Kumarji, the founder of the AVP Research Foundation, non-profit research organization promoting research in the Indian medicine system of Ayurveda, and managing director of the Aryavedi Pharmacy, Coimbatore. He is the chancellor of the Avinashalingam University, the chairman of Confederation of Ayurvedic Renaissance, Kerala, a resource center involved in efforts to standardize the Ayurvedic medicines, and the recipient of the honorary doctoral degree from Kuvempu University. The Government of India awarded the fourth highest civilian honor, Padma Shri, in 2009 and the National Dhanvantari Ayurveda Award in 2016 for his contribution to medicines. Having widely traveled in India and abroad and possessing broad vision in Ayurveda, he has dedicated his life for promotion of Indian sciences, art, culture, and Ayurveda in particular. I would like to hand over to Krishna Kumarji for inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Namaskaram. Most respected Vaidya Mahadevanji, most respected Vaidya Vinodji, Principal, most respected Sudhir Raji, other respected faculty members, Dr. Chandramouli ji, and all the participants who have come in large numbers, my humble pranams to each one of you. I'm really happy that our Ayurvedic College have taken this great initiative of reviving Samsiddhi 2020 in a great way for a whole month, planning different speakers to come and contribute their wisdom for the benefit of the Ayurvedic world. Compared to early days, until maybe last 10 years ago or 5 years ago, I would say, okay, the interest was there among the students for Ayurveda, but not to this extent as of the students of today. I think they need an applause for the interest they show today. Like Kerala's, private Ayurvedic medicine manufacturing, medical practitioner association, Pampa. Every day for the last 110 days, I've been conducting 2 hours of classes on Charaka, Sushruta, Ashtanga, on Sanskrit, on astrology, all the Vedic traditions. And believe me, there are more than 700 participants. They have enlightened 4,000 participants. So now this shows, earlier, South India students were very keen. In the North, you taught Ayurveda, but all of them went and became night duty doctors in allopathic hospitals. But that whole trend is changing now. And they are keen to become Vaidya because today, unlike early days, earlier if you studied Ayurveda, you really don't know what to do unless you are like Mahadevans who have the capacity to give a healing touch. Everybody cannot be like that. But today, there's a great challenge, especially thanks to Corona. I say Corona is Karunya because Karunya has brought, the Lord has brought Vaidyas from Kanyakumari to Assam together for the first time. Whenever I've asked Modi ji that you took up yoga to an international level, why didn't you contribute the same for Ayurveda? He said, first you Vaidyas get together. In Kerala, in one corner of Kerala, Brahmi is one thing. The other corner of Kerala, Brahmi is another thing. In South India, I say this. North India, you say that. But now everybody has come up with claims that we can treat COVID. We have wonderful medicines. There is an awakening. There is a new renaissance that is going to start. And thanks to Honorable Prime Minister, almost on a daily basis in some lecture or the other, he talks about Ayurveda. And today, from the whole world, people have started calling and saying, we would like to have Ayurvedic centers. We need more Vaidyas. Earlier, when anybody asked, it was a very difficult task to find good Vaidyas to send. And thanks to Ayush Ministry, For the first time, our Prime Minister has brought a Vaidya to be a full-fledged secretary, which was an IAS monopoly. And Rajesh Kotejaji is doing tremendous job inviting research programs, projects. Now we have Dr. Vinodji with us as a governor of the new CCM, thinking of total revolution in education. And we have also discussed to a great extent, I hope and pray that blessings of people like Mahadevanji and all the other great acharyas, it will come true. What we recommended is let the 270 colleges, majority of which are looking only for money by running a college and not give jnanam or vidya, let them do that. And students who want to just finish BAMS and take up a job in government or set up a clinic under their father's name, let them do it. But the real seekers of knowledge should have at least 5 institutions like Indian Institute of Medicine, Indian Institute of Management, or IITs, where we are suggesting 12-year courses. Learn all the Shastras. And I would even request Mahavaidyas like Mahadevanji to even shift to one of those campuses leaving Kanyakumari or Nagarkoil, because you are a walking encyclopedia. And this is what we need to create, because the whole world is now slowly giving up, saying that we are lost. And almost so many, thanks to modern medicine's failure, so many diseases for which they have no solution, they are unable to diagnose, they are unable to treat, and I have so much of confidence. We also started a project with WHO way back in 73, and we had 33 years of research when an American eminent rheumatologist had to come and say, Ayurveda is as efficient as Western medicine without the side effect of methotrexate. And that came in American journals, and thereafter it has been history. Now, almost every university from every part of the world is inviting for research projects. Where are the Vaidyas? Where are the eminent people who can come and do it? Where are the people who can now? Tanjavur Saraswati Ma Library has got 40,000 manuscripts which have not been opened and read. We need people for doing survey. We need to do so many things to bring this great science, which was once ruling the world, to come back to it. I only hope and pray all these seminars every day. Today, this is my third webinar that I'm addressing, has created so much interest that within the next 5 years, India should have Ayurveda as the mainstream medicine and not called alternative medicine or anything. People like Vaidya Vinodji has got a wonderful team, a good chairman who's a great Sanskrit knowledge person, who's interested in even Gandha Shastra. All these hidden sciences are now coming out. Earlier, corrupt people, I had no hesitation in calling the CCI members the most corrupt people on earth. Today, all that has been cleaned up. We have a clean body available there. We have an Ayush ministry full of encouragement for those who want to do projects. Even we have been given a project to do on this COVID research in Stanley Medical College. We are giving our Ayurvedic medicine for them. The DGP and Chief Secretary Tamil Nadu wanted all the policemen to be treated with Ayurveda. I think today we are starting it. So ample opportunities have come, friends. So become good Vaidya, catch out of the feet of all your acharyas. Maybe olden days when acharya, you say they should be white-haired and very old, but today you have very young, brilliant elders like Mahadevanji who can be great gurus. Catch them by the feet. Mahadevanji will not fall, he's quite a heavy person. Catch his feet and don't spare him. Squeeze out all the knowledge you can and become Mahavaidyas. We can contribute a lot for the whole world. I only pray, hope and pray Samsiddhi gets, this time it was dermatology. Almost all the specialties have topics on research. In Ayurveda, we are missing it. Now, Vaidya Vinodji is planning, even from first year in Ayurvedic colleges, there'll be subjects on research, how to write research papers, clinical documentation. These are all areas in which we were very, very weak. Every Vaidya has got so many stories to say, we cured that and we cured this. Kali Yugam is full of pratyaksham, no anumanam, upamanam, nothing is there. Show it. Where is the case? So document it. And here we kept under Avrepa a paper writing workshop And from all of India, today I find more than 500 are participating here. How many did we get? Two people, two persons came to how to write a research paper. So, and yesterday from Mysore, somebody called and said, I sent a letter to Ayush Ministry, they are not accepted my medicine. Ayush Ministry is getting on a daily basis thousands of claims on various treatments. They cannot take it up. Institutes like ours should take it up. So we want each one of you not hunt for like our Honorable Modi ji keeps saying, don't be job hunters, but be job creators. Maybe hospital, small hospital, maybe 5-bed, 10-bed hospital. Senior Vaidyas like Mahadevanji have so many Shishyas. You ask anybody, where were you trained? I was with Mahadevanji. People like Vinodji should take up 5 people, 10 people. Every senior Vaidya should pass on the great knowledge, wisdom they have. Early, even if they want to give, there were no takers. Now there are too many takers. And that's why I keep saying after BAMS, I have nothing against MD. Don't rush for MD. Go and find a guru. Guru and teacher are two different things. There's a lot of difference between a teacher and a guru. Find a real living master, spend a year with them, serve them, learn from them the way of living they are, the acharam they do. I say AVP is achar, vichar, and prachar. In Ayurveda, we've got so many acharams to be followed. Early morning wake up. You ask any student of Ayurveda today, how early? I am very early, sir. By 7:30, I am up. Disaster for you. But now, 5 o'clock, children are getting up. I'm conducting satsang class every morning, 5 o'clock. 100 students are ready there before I open the computer. Look at the amount of interest and what beautiful questions are coming up. Like this, today, all of you are keen. The givers are there, the takers are there, the market is ready. It's only a right time that such performance should happen. Congratulating Sudhir Raji and his team of good organizers who did the wonderful job. Number two, I congratulate you for starting on time. Mahadevanji was asking, when do you want to start? Because all of us are used to starting at 5 o'clock means 7 o'clock program. But sharp 5 you started. Congratulations, because we say Kalam is Devam. Keep up time, have more classes. May all the students benefit and get enlightened. May you organize more conferences. And all of us are at your service at any time. God bless you. Dhanudiri Rakshadu. Namaste. Thank you. Pranams to you, Mahadevanji and Vinodji. Namaskaram. Sudhir Raj, see you later. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those inspiring words. Now, to give the keynote address, I would introduce Vaidya T.G. Vinod Kumar. Vaidya T.G. Vinod Kumar is a senior scientist and managing editor, Journal of Traditional and Folk Practices, Ethnomedicine and Ethnopharmacology Division, Jawaharlal Nehru Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute, Palod, Trivandrum, Kerala. He is also a member of Board of Governors, Central Council of Indian Medicine, Government of India. He is EC and Court member, Central University of Kerala, and also the Senate member, University of Kerala. With that, I would like to hand over to Vaidya Vinod Kumar sir for the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama. Adaraniya Krishna Kumarji, most respected Dr. Mahadevan, respected Dr. Sudhir Raj, Dr. Chandramaulishwaran, Dr. Nagarani, and all the faculty members and the people behind this particular Samsiddhi 2020. I bow my pranams to everyone. Thank you so much. I won't say thank you because this is like a homecoming for me. A few words about the Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So it is like as I said, it's like a homecoming. Always Ayurveda College, Coimbatore is like a passion for all of us. And we just had an alumni meet just 2 days back when we were discussing so many things as part of AVP, the Founders Day, the great legendary Vaidya P.V. Ramavariyar, under which the college had started and the whole Ayurveda pharmacy came into existence. And I don't know how many of you know that the person who is just spoke, we are all what we are today is only because of the legendary Krishna Kumarji. I would say a legend in life. He is right there in front of you, who had guided so many people, who had started so many innovative programs, innovative projects, even when nobody thought of Ayurveda getting into WHO. Way back in 1978, there was a project on rheumatoid arthritis, which was only because of the efforts by our Krishna Kumarji. And right from there, from the age of 28, he's like a sevak for Ayurveda completely. And somebody was asking the other day, being MD of Ayurveda pharmacy, why you are not contributing your time for the pharmacy, but on the other hand, you are contributing the entire time for the development of Ayurveda and associated things. So he said very politely, I heard him say, it's like the Lakshmi and Saraswati. You have to opt between Lakshmi or Saraswati. I opted for Saraswati, and that's why I'm there for this particular the pracharana of or the propagation of Ayurveda in particular, not only in Bharata but the entire world. There were so many people who have been benefited from this particular program, like Tattva Prakashini and so many programs that Ayurveda Ramavariyar Educational Foundation of Ayurveda is carrying out for years, and many have followed those footsteps as well. So Ayurveda College, where I studied at Mankarei, around I don't know where you are. I think you are in. I don't know whether you are in Solur or in where you are now, but where we studied was in Mankarei, around 20 kilometers from Coimbatore, and we lived we studied like in a Gurukula system of education, living with the masters, and waking up in the morning at around 4:30, doing kalari, yoga, and then prayer, and then having our classes throughout the day. And classes means it goes up to even the night, like masters used to come and see whether we are studying. And so, and a very few of us, my batch, we had only 13 of us, and from the first to the 7th batch when I was there, there were only 70 students altogether. So we are like brothers even now, because we had stayed more than with our own brothers or sisters, like own brothers at Mankarei, living together like as brothers. And that type of an educational system has really opened up the Gurutvam, the Gurudam, or whatever you want to call it as, within us. And even after completing our course at Mankarei, many of us, or I would say most of us, had gone with the masters, try to learn more and more things, thereby understood the gravity or the depth of Ayurveda. So with these these words, because if I were to talk about Ayurveda College, I can go on and on, but due to the paucity of time, and I don't want to keep Mahadevanji waiting for long, I will just say that the legendary figure like Ayurveda, the Krishna Kumarji, and the legacy of Ayurveda College Coimbatore should continue. And you all who have this particular Diksha to Samsiddhi 2020, which is thinking of another great master in the field, Vaidya Mahadevanji, as I know him right from his college days, and I have been to his place. I know his uncle, who is another great legendary figure like Vaidya Chidambaramji, who is there. My pranams to him as well, Mahadevanji, when you meet him next. I still fondly remember him, because we belong to the same parampara of Devi Upasaka, Devi Upasana. And so like him, and Krishnaji rightly said, Mahadevanji, you start a beautiful Gurukulam in Coimbatore. He has a beautiful place near Nagarkovil, Darshanam Kop. If you're told you have a chance to visit, please go and visit. It's a beautiful place on in the fourth slopes of a mountain there. And like Krishna Kumarji said, please start a Gurukulam, and you will do wonders, and you can benefit, contribute the field of Ayurveda and the knowledge and the wisdom of Ayurveda to thousands. I know you have already educated and you have Shya Parampara. Somebody said that you are like the real Mahadeva, and the Ganas are always follow behind you. And I have always seen in many places how you have been taken care and treated by the students, and the wisdom that flows from you is amazing. So please contribute more and more, and I wish you a good health and longevity as well, so that you will continue to deliver and to for Ayurveda, the knowledge, the wisdom of Ayurveda, the transference of the wisdom of Ayurveda. To all the students in particular who are attending this, I would only say that please don't stop at this level. And I also I hope that you will have wonderful days ahead, and wonderful days ahead in the sense that very spiritual days. Ayurveda is not just what Yukti Vyapasraya Chikitsa, as Mahadevanji will, I'm sure he would say that it is also Sattvavajaya Chikitsa and Deva Vyapasraya Chikitsa as well. So it is not just a materialistic Shastra or materialistic science, but it is also a spiritual Shastra. So let you all transcend beyond the borders of, beyond this materialistic world or materialistic Ayurveda, and ascend to the highest realm of Ayurveda and life by seeking more and more and learning more and more about Ayurveda. And CCAM, as Krishna Kumarji rightly said, it's not like the old CCAM. We are bound to do so many like restructuring of Ayurveda is happening at CCAM under the leadership Jayanti Pujari ji. And we hope to get the Ayurveda streamlined to the maximum, and to completely change the the curriculum and the syllabus, so that it should be Shastra centric, and thereby when one completes the UG at least, you should become great Vaidyas and practicing Vaidyas. So mind you, my dear younger brothers and sisters who are attending this, please become the Vaidyas. Please practice what you have learned. Learn it properly, completely. Go into the depth of Ayurveda in whatever way you have to learn. Please learn, keep learning Ayurveda in its completeness. Let you all become great Vaidyas, and who are all transformed Vaidyas. I would say it is not about only information gathering, but it should be transformation as well. It should happen within you. And let the great Vaidyas like Mahadevan shower you with the blessings and the wisdom that he and the following legendary or following masters who are going to present topics or subjects before you. Let them give you the most, and let it let you absorb, let you be able to absorb completely. So for that, you have to be like the Zen saying, be an empty pot. Don't fill the pot completely with water. You pour the water off completely, keep it as an empty pot, so that the knowledge and the wisdom will pour in and pour in and pour in, and they all become great Vaidyas. I wish you all success, and it is a great honor for me also to have been invited for this. And I pray to the Almighty that this Diksha Samsiddhi 2020 will become a grand success, and it will be a different kind of a unique webinar, which will go very far. Namaste, Dhanyavada.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, to speak a few words, I would like to invite Dr. L. Mahadevan, sir. Even though he doesn't need any introduction to the whole Ayurveda world, I would like to take the privilege of introducing him. Dr. L. Mahadevan, sir, completed his UG and PG from Government Ayurveda Medical College, Trivandrum. He has received the Best Doctor Award from Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, and the Best Writer Award 2011 from Government of Tamil Nadu. He has also received National Award for Best Scientific Writing from Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapith, CCRAS, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and National Acharya Award from CCIM, New Delhi. He has written around 67 books in Ayurveda and he is practicing as chief physician in Sri Sharada Ayurveda Hospital, Kanyakumari. Currently, he is working as the associate professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Pankaja Kasturi Ayurveda Medical College, Trivandrum. With that, I would like to invite Dr. L. Mahadevan sir to share a few words with us. Over to you, sir.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Respected Krishna Kumar ji, Vinod ji, Principal ji, and all faculty members. First of all, I want to touch the feet of Krishna Kumar ji and offer Sashtanga Namaskaram to him. And I seek his blessings. Namaskaram to one and all. I completed a UG from Venkatramana Ayurveda College, Chennai. I studied under a few masters, Dr. B. Vaidyanathan, M.R. Vasudevan, Nambudiri and all. Coimbatore College is a wonderful college. Krishna Kumar ji is doing a lot of great work. Last time also I participated in the program Samsiddhi. It's a great effort. These type of efforts are needed. Classes are needed. Corona time, I have been treating Corona cases and I have documented with all investigations. We found very good, excellent results. Within few days, we are planning to publish that. Everybody should study Jwara Chikitsa thoroughly, Adhisara Chikitsa, Jwara Adhisara in Chakratakta thoroughly. This is what it's an opportunity to study more and more during this time. Samsiddhi and Coimbatore Ayurveda College and all the people have worked for this. This is a great work. And I am going to take the first class. It is an honor for me. It's a privilege. It's a blessing. I am very much honored to be a part of Coimbatore Ayurveda College and Krishna Kumar ji's family. And I wish you all the best. Study well. And if at all I am able to help you by any means, I am ready to do so, but at any time, I wish Principal and his team a great success. I wish Samsiddhi a great success. I am talking a little bit because next 2 hours I have to talk. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, sir. With that, we come to an end of the inaugural function. And to render the vote of thanks, I would like to invite Dr. Chandramaulishwaran P., Professor and HOD, Department of Panchakarma, Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Yo Apurva Vaidyayai Sirasam Namami. A warm and grateful evening to our most valued, honorable Chief Guest, Padma Shri Krishna Kumar ji, our beloved Chairman Kuppuswamy sir, respected Trustee Senthil Ganesh sir, Ayurveda legends Mahadevan sir, Vinod Kumar sir, our beloved Dean Nagarani Madam, Principal, worthy teachers and everyone gathered here for the webinar. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech for the inaugural function of Samsiddhi 2020, a national level webinar on various subjects of Ayurveda, arranged by the Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. I, on behalf of Ayurveda College, Coimbatore, and the entire fraternity of the institution, I extend my sincere thanks to Padma Shri Krishna Kumar ji for blessing this occasion. On behalf of my college, I extend my wholehearted vote of thanks to our beloved chairman and trustee for their constant support. I am immensely thankful to Dr. Vinod Kumar sir for his valuable keynote speech on Samsiddhi 2020. I also extend my thanks to Dr. L. Mahadevan sir for accepting our invitation and agreed to deliver his speech on clinical dermatology in Ayurveda. Last but not the least, I extend my gratitude to Dean Madam, Principal Dr. Sudhir Sir, all other staff and students and other dignitaries who are present here. Thank you one and all. Let us enjoy the session from Guru Mahadevan Sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. By this, we are concluding the inaugural function. Before starting the session, I would like to go through few of the basic instructions to be followed throughout the session. For an uninterrupted class session, use a laptop with a high-speed internet connection. Please make sure your microphone is on mute to have a disturbance-free session. In case of any disruption, please check your internet connection first, and if the problem is within our network connection, kindly raise the issue in the chat box. Filling your full name to be displayed is appreciated. Any questions can be raised in the link provided in the chat box. Questions raised in the link will be addressed at the end of the session. Without any further delay, we are moving into the session on the topic Clinical Dermatology in Ayurveda by Dr. L. Mahadevan sir. Once again, I would like to welcome sir on behalf of management, faculties and students of Ayurveda College, Coimbatore for the session. Over to you, sir.
Very good evening to everybody. I am very honored, very happy, extremely thankful to Samsiddhi team, Principal, Coimbatore Ayurveda College, my beloved student Dr. Poyamuri, Chandramouli, and others for inviting me to give a talk on the day one. Today we are going to talk about dermatology, which is a very dry subject, highly ruksha. It's a very dry subject. Chikitsa also will take a long time. We will see what can we do. Functions of skin. Melanin pigment protect the skin from harmful effect of ultraviolet rays. Skin is the site of formation of vitamin D. Superficial sensation felt by normal skin play an important role in preventing injuries. Ayurvedically, skin is the structural component of Rasadhatu. Skin is derived from mother and its appendages from father. Bone, nagam, kesham, all the useless organs are from the father. Has 7 layers like Avabhasini, Lohita, etc. Its thickness is talked in terms of size of rice grain. Every layer is prone to get a particular skin disease. Tatsara Purusha is explained. Forms the superficial layer of Shaka and protect other organs. Vata is responsible for sensory perception, Pitta for color and complexion. Skin is the source of absorption of medicines used for Abhyanga, Udvartana, Swedana. Skin, there are cutaneous manifestation of systemic diseases. In Ayurveda also it is there. Kamala, Pandu, Jara, Raktapitta. There will be skin manifestation. For example, acanthosis nigericans, black color around the neck, is seen in insulin resistance. So, cutaneous manifestations are also seen. Hair and nails are epidermal appendages. Charaka says that 29,956 hairs are present in the body. If you have doubt, please count it. Nagam and Romam are told as mala of Astidadu. Kesha Naga Vriddhi is a symptom of Madhumega and Shaya. If you see the classification, there is an order in which the things are classified. Jara is the first chapter and Vadaraktam is the last chapter. Jaram denotes Shida Snigdam Agneyam with Amam, and Vadaraktam denotes Ushna Ruksham Dadupagam Vidaki Kotavasta, where the Dosha Chikitsa ends. Kushta comes in the middle. Vadaraktam and Kushta go hand in hand. Bhavishyada Kushta Sama. In modern medicine, rheumatology and oncology go hand in hand because both of them use immunosuppressives in their treatment. So first one is Nagaveda, Nagam is Achedanam. From Nagam slowly he is taking to the upper consciousness and talking about various systems. And the last one is Anavastita Chittatva, bipolar personality, cyclothymic personality disorder, where the neurotransmitters are affected. So this order of unfolding the diseases, whether it is Nanatmaja Vyadis or whether it is Rasayana Vidhi or whether it is unfolding the Nidana in Madhava Nidana, it is very unique. It is very unique. After Jara, they talk about Adhisara, that's the beauty. Then Raksabita comes. So this is the beauty of the order. Various major dermatological diseases are explained in the chapters of Kushta Roga. Many English books translate Kushta into leprosy. Kushta is not leprosy. Few conditions, Dadugada, Asti Dadugada Kushta, Kapalam resembles some aspect of leprosy. So Kushtam is a broad spectrum term which includes all the dermatological diseases mentioned in Ayurveda. Some of the skin diseases are mentioned in Shudra Rogas. Venereal diseases like Piranga Roga are explained in Guhya Rogas. Cutaneous manifestations of various diseases are recorded. There are certain diseases which have the privilege of identifying as separate chapters. Siddhabittam, separate chapter. Visarpam, separate chapter. Vispodam, separate chapter. Masuriga, separate chapter. So in my textbook of dermatology, I have incorporated all these things and put it into one book. Kushta. Sarvam Kushnadi Tattva Bhugu. The disease is called Kushta because it disfigures the body if not treated in time. There are 7 Maha Kushtas and 11 Shudra Kushtas. The term Maha, severe, and Shudra, the intensity of the disease. Dosha, Amsa, Amsa, Vigalpa, Anubandha, Sthana, Vibhagena, Vedana, Varna, Samsthana, Prabhava, Nama, Chikitsita, Visheshadaha. Doshagi Vigalpanai, Vigalpamana, Vigalpayanti, the Vigaran. The Amsamsa Galpana, Vigalpa Samprapti is very much important, depending upon the permutation and combination of various factors of the vitiated doshas, also their location in the body. There are different types of Vedanas, etc. in the Kushta. Variation in the manifestation of disease is due to its location in different dhadus. In Kapalam, there will be pain and numbness. Kaganam, there will be color change. And in Rushajikwa, there will be shape of the tongue of the deer, antelope is mentioned. Now, there are a lot of Nidanas, Virodhin, Annapanani, Viruddhaharam, Navanam, Dadi, Matsyam, Lavanam, Amlam. These things are Abhishanti. Ushna Snigdam is Abhishanti, Navanam is Abhishanti, Dadi is Abhishanti, Masham is Abhishanti, Dilam is Abhishanti, Matsyam is Abhishanti, Ushna Snigdam is Abhishanti, Vasantarudu is Ushna Snigdam, women are Ushna Snigdam, men are Shita Snigdam. That is why Masham is given in woman in Magadi Garbhava Kranti, Ushnasnikta Masham, Dravya Samanyam, Guna Samanyam, Karma Samanyam, Masham is given to the woman. Navanam Dadi Matsyam Lavanam Amlam, Lavanam is Abhishandi, Dosha Sankada Vicheda Janagam Abhishandi. So Abhishandi told by two commentators are different. One produced by Madara Guna, Snikta Guna, Amla Guna, Pichila Sobhava, produce blocks. The Srotas is called Abhishandi. But in another commentary, Srodasam Sravagam Abhishandi. In Lavanobhagita Snegam, in Charaka Sutram, 13th chapter, that type of commentary is told. So Abhishandi Agaras, Abhishandi, Kledam, Dadupakam, Malasanjayam, Kavaigunyam, Agrimandyam are the main causes of Samprati we talk about. Kavaigunyam, Agrimandam, Kledam. Kledam is very important. Ushnasnigdam is Kledam because in Pitta Prakopa Lakshana, Kledam is told. Pitta se Dagaraga Ushma Pahidaga. Sweda Kleda Srudi Kode. So the Kledam is told in Pitta Prakopa Lakshana. And in Ahara Parinamagara Bhava, Kledam is told. The word Kledam is used in Pramegam, Pushtam, Shofam, Visarpam. So they are all having Abhishanda, Kleda are very much related. What we call Amam, same is called Abhishandam in Shalakyam. Aharam, Masha, Mulaga, Pishtana, Tilakshara, Gudam, etc. Gudam is a Pramega Hedu, Kleda Vardana, Ajiranam is important Karanam. Then Chardi Vega Pradigada, controlling Chardi Vegam, Kalechana, Anamasarana, that is not doing Panchakarma in proper time. Sharat Kala Prabhavasha, during the Prabhavama Sharat Kala, these Kushta diseases manifestation is more. Vyayama Adisandava Adibhukta Upasevinam, drinking cold water immediately after exposing to sun. Too much of physical exertion. This is very important, Nidana, very, very important. Vipran Gurun Garshayadam Pabam Karmaja Gurvada. Not respecting the Guru is one of the Paba. Vipran Gurun Pabakna Yoga means Deva Vibhasaraya Chikissa. We give Panjagavi Gradam, especially Paparoga Karmas in Deva Vibhasaraya Chikissa we do for two diseases. One for Anabatyada, infertility, and another one for Unmada and Apasmara. And another one for Switra. These three are considered as Papaja Rogas. Vipran Gurun Garshayadam Pabam Karmaja Gurvadam. Now we will see some of the terms used in dermatology. Lesion. Lesion is describes the area of the disease which is small. Eruption. Eruption describes more widespread skin involvement, normally composed of several lesions which may be primary pathology or due to secondary factors like scratching, secondary infection, secondary bacterial infection, fungal infection, etc. This is eruption. The macule and patch. Flat, non-elevated, round lesion is called macule, less than 2 centimeters. Hyperpigmentation, Vyangam is a macule, Switram is a macule, vascular dilation, Erythema, Ragam is a macule. When macule is big, you call it patch. In Ayurveda, it can be seen in Switra, Necha, etc. Lodradi Churnam is told in Vyangam. You see the vitiligo here. In vitiligo, it can be the kapha vriddhi in rasadadu. Pittakshayam, kapha vriddhi. In pittakshayam and kapha vriddhi, you have to select kadurasa aushada. Kadurasa aushadam, which is tok prasadanam in nature. Kadurasam, tok prasadanam is usually not selected. Balladagam, Chitragam are example. But here when you select Kadurasa, Kapha will come down, Pitta will increase. When Pitta will increase, Brajaga Pitta will come to its normalcy. Then normal color will take place. That is why Gomutrasavam, Chitragasavam, Bhavida Bringarajam, Gajalindaksharam, Hiriberaksharam, Balladaga Prayogam, Gomutra Baguji Prayogam, Talaga Prayogam with Takram, all are Kadurasa in nature. Kadurasam Rakta Prasadanam in nature is used in macule and patch, that is in Sutra Chikitsa. Papule and plaque, small solid elevation, elevated skin lesion less than 1 centimeter in diameter. The majority of the papule elevation projects above the plane of the surrounding skin. A similar bigger lesion is called plaque, papule, plaque. Most of the Kushtarogas told in Ayurveda are papules and plaques only. You see this lichen planus and plaques in psoriasis. There is a psoriasis called plaque psoriasis. Nodule, a solid swelling which is situated within the skin. A nodule may be better felt than seen. In Gambhira Vada Raktam, Gradidam, rheumatoid nodules are seen. Rheumatoid nodules are seen in fingers, wrist joint, sacrum. You can see the nodules. You see these nodules, rheumatoid nodules. In elbow joint also rheumatoid nodules are seen. Vesiculum bullae. It is an elevated round Nellica-like lesion in which some serous fluid will be inside, like Wispodum. It is a small elevated round lesion. Inside with a serous fluid or pus will be there. Small one is vesicle, big one is bullous. You can see in chicken pox, you can see in herpes, you can see in folliculitis, you can see it in Agni Rogini, you can see it in Agni Visarpam, vesicle and bullae. You see the small elevated round lesion inside with jalam is there. Classical kapha pitta avastha. Kapham is snigdam, pittam is snigdam. So tikta ruksham is the aushada. So panchakarma, snegavana are contraindicated in Visarpa because there is kleda vriddhi here. Kleda soshanam has to be done. Tikta rasa pradanya kleda soshanam, kadurasa pradanya kleda soshanam. Tiktam is lagu, tiktam is jwaragaram, tiktam is amabhajanam, tiktam is not vidahi. That is why tikta rasa aushadas take place more role in the Kushta Chikitsa. Tiktagam, Mahatiktagam, the name itself is Tikta. The Tiktam is divided into two for practical purpose, Shodhana Diktam and Samana Diktam. Whenever the word Shodhana Diktam comes, that indicates Kadagarogini. Whenever the word Samana Diktam comes in the sloga, that indicates Bunimbam. It is told in the commentary. Pustule, superficial elevated lesion that contains pus inside. That is called a pustule. Wispodum is the example. You see the pus here. In this condition, Jalugavacharanam, Trayandyadi Kashayam, Amruda Guggulu, all these things are highly effective. Cyst, a spherical oval nodule may be a cyst when palpated. It looks like an eyeball. It contains liquid or semi-solid material. Cyst is called Grandhi in Ayurveda. You have cyst, adnexal tumor, cystic hydradenomas. You see the cyst. Many cysts are benign. Wheel, Shidabittam and Udardam. Dermographism we call. All the red, elevated, evanescent, oedematous skin lesion, erythematous skin lesions are called wheel formation. Shidabittam. Shidabittam. Pittam is not Shidam. Vadam is Shidam. Kapham is Shidam. Shidabittam can be Vadanubandha Bittam or Kaphanubandha Bittam. Vadanubandha Bittam is Ashugari Bittam. Kaphanubandha Bittam is Chiragari Bittam. Vadanubandha Bittam, Shidabittam. Kaphanubandha Bittam, Udardha Bittam. That is the difference. So, Shidabittam is acute, Udardham is chronic. So, Shidam is not the guna of Pitta. Shidam comes from Vada, which is Ashugari. Shidam comes from Kapha, which is Chiragari. That is the difference between Shida Vittam. Shida Vittam is a separate chapter in Madhavanidhana. Shida Vittam Kodam is an Anatmaja Pitta Vigara. Raktadushti, it is a Lakshana. It is a Kshudra Roga in Ashtanga Sangraha. You see the wheel formation. Amrudara Janyadi Kashayam, Vilvadi Guliga, Basmam, Vibhudi, Utsadanam are highly effective. Then Trivrittu Churnam Virejanam, then Punnavarai, Kasamartha Churnam, 2 grams every day at bedtime. Kandukana Ganam of Charaga are highly useful in urticaria. Amrudara Janyadi is very useful. Medicines like Varada Basmam, Kamaduga Rasa are also useful. Now we will come for secondary lesions. After primary lesion, by scratching you get secondary lesion or by erosion. Scale. Rukshake Shabu. Visible dry exfoliation of superficial layer is called scaling. Theriasis. Silvery scales in psoriasis. Sidvam. Yegakushtam. Darunam. You see, scaling in plague psoriasis. Usually we apply Durdura Batradi, Yeladi and Vetpalai Dailam in scale. Kirdam can be applied externally also. Ulcer, Vranam, due to ischemia, infection or necrosis, it is called Vranam. Vranam management, everybody knows. Vranam due to TAO, Vranam due to diabetes, beautifully we can manage. Crust, dried discharge of serum, pus or blood, Vrana Vastu. Erosion, erosion of skin, Agni Visarpam. The skin is peeled off, epidermal necrosis. It comes in drug allergies. Some dangerous drug allergies are there. For example, penicillin, some injection, aceclofenac. It is called Steven Johnson syndrome. Very dangerous condition. Toxic epidermal necrolysis, it is called. It's very dangerous. And lichenification, chronic thickening of the skin along with increased skin markings, results from scratching or rubbing. Ayurvedically, it can be correlated to Charmagushta. See, lichenification, lichen sclerosis, atrophy, seen in aged person, long-term usage of topical steroids. Atrophy can be compared to Ruksha Pradhanya Vadajattok Kabala Kushtam Kidibam. Atrophy. Scar. Scar is Vrana Vastu. Hypertrophic scar after a Vrana. Burrow in intertrigonous areas. Tunnel produced by the movement of parasite within the tissue. It is seen in scabies and larva migrants. Larva migrants. Pama and Kachu. Comedones. Acne vulgaris. Plucks inside the opening of hair follicles. Comedones. Padmini Kandagam. Yauvana Pidaga. We have very good medicines for that. Fissures. Vaibhadhikam. Jivantyadi Yamagam is told in this condition. Purpura, Raktabittam. Circumscribed hemorrhagic lesion up to 1 centimeter diameter, which is flushed with the surroundings of skin or mucous membrane. When purpura is big, you call it ecchymosis. It is seen in Raktabittam. Tiriyakada Raktabittam you can see. Pittanuvanda Vadam. You have, when Pittam is there, then Vada involves with Pitta, you have bleeding. When kapha involves with pitta, you have clotting. That is how it is. Some of the gunas are very important. The Drava guna, Ushna guna, we talk about electrolyte imbalance and all. Purpura and ecchymosis. In vasculitis, Ayurvedic doctors see cutaneous manifestation of systemic diseases. Lot of SLE cases come. Raynaud's phenomenon come. Raynaud's disease comes. Crust syndrome, mixed connective tissue disorders. All these things come. Vasculitis. You should be very careful about the diagnosis. Temporal arteritis, which is the cause for frontal headache. P NCA and C NCA will be positive. Anti-neutrophilic cytoplasmic antibody. We have to check that. Sometimes they do biopsy also. These conditions can be very well treated with the banner of Vadarakta. That is why Bhavishyada Kushtasamam is absolutely, practically very useful statement. Wart is Charmakelam, elevation, hypertrophy of the papillae and epidermis is wart. You see the wart, Agni Karmam, Kshara Karmam, Charataitailam, Balladaga Gridam, Kukuladiktaka Gridam, Rasagandhi Medigi can be given. Cantyloma, Ubadamsam, Linga Arshas. It's a wart-like growth seen in genital and anal regions. Genital wart. Wait a minute. One minute. Chickitsa. Kushtra types. Kalila potudandi. Sorry for the inconvenience. Wait for 1 minute. That's the treatment.
Okay.
Seven types of Kushtra.
Okay.
Kalila Mari Kadagana potudandi.
1 minute.
வருது. காலையில் 2 நிமிடம் போட்டுருந்த இடை வேற மாறி கிடக்குன்னு சொல்லி 7 புத்தம் 18
ஒரு நிமிஷம். Yes, sir.
I am extremely sorry and I apologize for the some technical difficulties we faced. Now we can continue. Don't worry, we will take a longer session.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Full screen on. Full screen on. Okay. It will not be controlled. Yes.
Now we will see first kushta, that is kapalam. The dominant dosha is vata. The color is blackish red. Nature of the lesion is dry. It's only one vata kushta. And there is only one Kashaya Yoga mentioned for vata kushta. That is practically these lichen planus, tuberculoid leprosy, various forms of leprosy, nummular eczema can be grouped under very dry kapala kushtam, and there will be less sweating because of the rukshatvam of vayu, and sensory perception is lost. Destruction of hairs will be there. It looks like earthen pot. See this, it looks like earthen pot, and the appearance looks like pot-like appearance, nummular eczema and tuberculoid leprosy. Now, Udumbara Kushtam. This is Pitta predominant Kushtam. Red colored, pain and burning will be there. Dravya Samanyam, Guna Samanyam, Karma Samanyam. It looks like Udumbara Pala. It is compared with allergic vasculitis. You see, it looks like Udumbara Pala. In allergic vasculitis, the purpuras come like this only. That comes in the lower part of the leg. This is Pittam. Here Pittam is Snigdam. So you have to do a Ruksha Virechana here. So Patola Muladi Kashayam with the Trivrittu Churnam we have to give, or Kalyanaga Gulam we have to give. The Nimbadi Churnam with the Takram Utsadanam we have to do. Then Pitta Samanam Rakta Prasadana Tailas like Chambarati Adi, Dinesavalyadi, Nalpamaradi Karam should be applied externally. Then Pitta Samana Rasayanas like Mahadiktaka Gridam has to be given. Mahadiktagam and Tiktagam are same yogas. Whatever is told in the Tiktagam is present in the Mahadiktagam, but 50% of Mahadiktagam is Amalaki. Few drug exceptions are there. 50% of Mahadiktagam is Amalaki. So Mahadiktagam is a Samana Rasayana Yoga. Tiktagam is usually selected for Achasnagavana for Utklesana. Mandala Kushtam, Shavanam, Mandalanam Chadarshanam, Kafa Kushtam, and white colored, raised circular patch. There will be itching and oozing. It is a tinea variant, fungal infection, ringworm infections are Mandala Kushtas. You see the Shavana, Mandalam, round patch, Dadrugna, Cassia aleta, Chime Agati. Dadrugnam is a very good medicine for Mandala Kushtam. In Kafa Kushtam, we will not select oil. We will be going for Gugulu Diktagam, Kashayam, Gugulu Vanjavala Churnam, Ruksha Utsadanam with Takram with Nimbadi, Virejanam with Trivrittu Churnam or Avipati Churnam. Then we apply externally. Kinvam of Arishta is done for Utsadana for Mandala Kushta according to Charaga, especially of Kadira Arishtam, Kushtagara Arishtam. If you select the Kinwa can be applied. The acid present in that works like salicylic acid and remove the tinea ringworm. Now Rushyajikvam, it is Vadavittam, red in margin, hard, rough and raised, burning sensation. It looks like the tongue of antelope. Melanoma skin cancer. Rishyajikvam. Melanoma is a type of skin cancer. Most of the Ayurvedic doctors miss melanoma and tuberculosis of skin. In early part of my career, I missed the tuberculosis of skin. Recently, we found out because of experience and maturity, we were able to diagnose a tuberculosis of prostate last month. It was a very interesting experience. It took 7 days for us to come to a conclusion for that diagnosis. Melanoma is a cancer of melanocytes, asymmetry, irregular border, diameter more than 6 red margin, looks like vein erythematosis in the face, eczema, crackle, discoid lupus erythematosis. We call it DLE, unstable connection. You see this, how it resembles the lotus flower and the face, how it resembles exactly. Pundarika kushtam is kaphabittam, kapham is snigdam, pittam is snigdam, ruksha tikta aushadas are given, even in SLE, tiktarasam, madhurasam, kshirayukta varesanam, kshiravasti, shavanaprasa rasayanam. That is the protocol, the same protocol that is seen in Vadarakta. Discoid lupus erythematosis is an autoimmune disease. I have already told there are various types of Dadu Dushti, Dadu Vriddhi, Dadu Kshayam, Dadu Bhagam, Dadu Dushti, Dadu Saidilyam, Dadu Asamagatvam, Dadu Stiratvam. These are all the various types. Dadu Stiratvam is our aim. Dadu Vriddhi is obesity, Dadu Kshayam is Radhayakshma, Dadu Dushti is Grahani, Dadu Saidilyam is Pramegam, Dadu Bhagam is Pittam, Vidaktam, Sogunaihi, Vidagatyas Sonidam, that is Raktavittam, Dadu Asamagatvam is Sofam, Dadu Stiratvam in Unmada Nivarati Lakshanam, Dadu Stiratvam, Prakriti Stiratvam is told. Discoid lupus erythematosis comes in the face. When it comes all over the body, we call it SLE. They are, you get